I went to the wrong exam venue on the day of my master's exam and didn't find out until I was about to walk into the hall. But that's not even the most interesting thing that happened in January. Come relive the whole month with me. So let's start from the beginning. January. Because honestly, my year didn't start on the first like everyone else's. It started in a room full of leaders and pastors. We had just come out of our annual conference in December, and instead of going home to resting, we stayed back to retreat, to pray, to study, to sit with God and ask, okay, what exactly are you saying about this here? What's the vision? What's the plan? That's how my January started, in His presence. And what followed? Keep watching. Then life resumed very quickly for me. There was a setback forth at work for one of my lovely ogas, and if you know Nigerians, you already know that Ashwebi is not an option. So I had to get creative in my attire to make it work. Then I sat for my second semester exams for my master's program in public health, and I'll just say this, it was stressful in ways I did not expect. Maybe someday I'll tell you the full story of how I went to the wrong exam venue. I didn't find out until I was about to walk into the hall, or how I mixed up the papers entirely in my head. We'll save that story for another day. But I made it out. Barely, but I made it. Then I resumed my lecturing job, and honestly, that one fills my soul every single time. Walking into the classroom and knowing that you have something to give, there is nothing like it. Afterward, I attended a 3-day capacity building training with a farmer as a monitoring officer. I got more knowledge, more tools, and more responsibility on how to ensure that health facilities in Lagos State are actually upholding the standards of healthcare and ethics in providing cares for their patients. Then something landed on my desk that I was not really ready for. I took on a client project and it stretched me in ways I wasn't fully prepared for. Not because I did not have the capacity to handle that project. In fact, that's what I do. I run a publishing company where I produce books, we ghostwrite for people, and produce and print all kinds of work. But this particular client I had personal affiliations with, and yet was not going to send me the work on time. So I had a short timeline, and the client was not exactly following my prescriptions, which made it a bit harder. But I showed up, I delivered my best, and it still turned out well. And this particular day, I was going out to go and make the printing and everything. So what did I do? I rewarded myself with amala and too, because sometimes that's what excellence looks like, being able to take care of yourself. Of course, throughout the month of January, I worked as a preoperative nurse because the hospital does not stop because your schedule is full. And another thing that made me so, full of joy